We got ourselves together team 2 with new people. We got ourselves Beast Fisker. Almost sounds like I said Beast Fister. Beast Fisker. Like, isn't Fisker's like a cat food brand? Or am I wrong on that? He literally got Razan with him. What is going on? Let the poor Razan be dead. Kiz's got going to be first up versus Beast. Got himself in a full blind setup. Does Beast go for a trinket? He doesn't have a trinket. Huge damage out of Kiz God. Paladins didn't get nerfed on damage at all in 9.1. So they're still able to do this kind of a crazy, wacky, inflatable 2-man combo. Going to be Chicago up next. What kind of a builder we're playing here? We're seeing some heroism. I'm seeing a lightning shield, so that's interesting. It's going to be Earth Elemental up and running. Is playing the Necrolord. Probably has the Ghost Will build. Very interesting go. But that Hunter is out of here, dude. Just got knocked out of the park, dude. The home run for your boy Kiz God. Chicago got himself a couple of Ghost Wolves up and running. Should have plenty of Maelstrom to deal with Kiz God. Just to make sure he has a trigger for the big wings, as well as a big blind. As long as you can deal with one or the other, you will be okay. Plenty of Maelstrom in order to maintain yourself too. And it should be pretty good. I wonder if Chicago's playing any of the new honor talents here though too. Hand of Freedom is up for Kiz God. Able to keep himself moving. Is it Blessing of Freedom or Hand of Freedom? I think it's Hand of Freedom right now. Blessing of Freedom back in TBC. Gonna be Stone on Chicago. Kiz God trying to get himself big procs on Chicago is going to get him super low. Battle Match trigger coming in for the Shaman. Able to keep himself just a little bit longer as a Draenei. Did they use the Shaman or Draenei Legendary, racial just yet? Big heroism available. Is Kiz God going to be able to outmatch the big bloodlust damage of Chicago? Is now looking like a tall lady from Resident Evil. Big zaps, big damage. Kiz God might just have to bubble this if he's not careful. This damage could definitely sneak up and you'd go for a safety bubble. And then safety bubble, he actually doesn't let Chicago get any kind of Maelstrom. Big flash cuff to counter it, and Chicago is looking to get himself a bit of a setup themselves. So it's going to be a bit of a match between the two, back and forth, until Kiz God got a cooldown. So that's going to be Wolves up and running for Chicago. Should be able to bust through the Shield of Vengeance pretty easily. That shield does not seem to split damage with Ghost Wolves well at all. So I think most NPCs like undead demons, or demons as well as the undead for Unholy DK, do end up splitting the damage pretty well. Ghost Wolves don't really split the damage of Shield of Vengeance. That is good to know. Maybe the Earth Elemental might. But not Ghost Wolves. That's going to be blind in Chicago. Kiz God trying to see if he can just knock it out of the park. Does he have enough damage? Is potentially there? Chicago goes in for a wall. Tries to go for a heal, but does get slammed down with a hammer at the end. Wild Imp is going to be up next as a Demonology. The one, the only. Now known as Wild Imp. And we also got some Demonology buffs. I wonder if Wild Imp will take advantage of him. Fell Lord is pretty beefy now. He does a lot more damage. Soul Strike from the Felguard also does quite a bit of damage now. They buffed it quite a significant amount. Also, you have your Obelisk. I wonder if he's going to be playing that one today. Setting up a Fell Lord in case Kiz God wants to approach him. Going to be a full stun setup with the Tyrant. Blessing potentially coming out for Kiz God. Most likely has a Mortal Coil if he needs to. That Tyrant is going to be able to blast him out though. Unless he has a way to stop the Tyrant. Does go for a Wake of Ashes. Drain Life is available for Wild Imp. The Blessing of Protection does come down. Dodging the Fell Lord. The Tyrant still slapping him around. Bubble not available for Kiz God anymore. Just have himself whatever healing he can. That's going to be Fell Lord missing that hit. Unfortunate. Wild Imp not playing the new Obelisk talent. He's just trying to play it out with the pets as he has Fleshcraft up off of that fear. And Kiz God no longer with Bubble, no longer with Bop. He's in a bit of a tough spot right now. Wild Imp throwing around to Mortal Coil, just thrashing the boy around between Fears and Mortals. Trying to get the Decimating Bolts in there with more pets up and running. Just kind of trying to hold his ground as best as he can. So it does make me wonder what Autumn Talents he is running. Does anybody have a screenshot for what Wild Imp is rolling with? Does have the Interrupt, so I'm guessing he has the Interrupt, Fell Lord, and what else does the Warlocks run? What else does the Warlocks run, actually? Interrupt, Fell Lord. I don't think he has armor, does he? I don't think Demonology has the armor. So I wonder what else he could be running. Fear onto Kiz God as Wild Imp, getting more pets up and running. Oh, he probably has Instant Cast Demon Doggers. That's what it is. Instant Cast Demon Doggers, Interrupt, as well as a Fell Lord, which is a solid combo. I think Instant Cast Demon Doggers is kind of like a must for PvP. just to get your pets out quicker. Vile Fiend getting summoned up, more pets and another Tyrant loaded up. It's going to be stunned because got right before he can go for Rebuke. Does not have a way to stop this demons. It looks like he actually might be going down. Wild Imp trying to see if he can even load up a Decimating Bolt. Took him out, just staring the deathly Paladin in the eyes as the demons just ravage him. If only he had a on-a-town to drop down the if only had a way to drop down a obelisk in the middle, well, that dude, those pets would just be brutal or ruthless. Aetherwoman up next, man, from one paladin to the next. It's gonna be Fellord during the fight. It's gonna be Fellord knockdown into stun into a second Fellord knockdown. That's actually quite a bit of damage. Into, I think, another Felguard. There's just so many Felguards, Fell Lords, Fell people. You know what I mean? There's the Fell people. There's a lot of them in there. Gonna be a Fear onto Atho. Decimate Bolt getting set up. Demon Bolts can be quite deadly. They do more damage the lower the target's health is. Or rather, when you Decimate Bolt, you snapshot. Decimating Bolt does more damage the lower the target's health is. And when you send out a Decimating Bolt, the lower the target's health is, the more damage your next 3 Demon Bolts will do. Snapshot it. So if you basically almost execute somebody, it's like 199% more damage. I think if you basically execute them, it's basically 200% more damage for those Demon Bolts. Which don't do that much damage to begin with, but extra slaps of damage with all your pets attacking, it is significant. Pretty significant in my opinion. Fear trying to hit Atherman does get a Shield of Vengeance to proc, but I think it's split between Wild Imp as well as all these pets. And the Flash Guy didn't even flinch from the Warlock. Trying to hold his ground versus these Paladins, making him run back and forth, making sure there's quite a distance between where he's hanging out in and between the tombstone, the graveyard, and the cart. So there's not enough line of sight in the world. Bubble available for Atherman. Wild Imp trying to see if he can walk out of here. Does he have the gateway? He has a port, I believe. It's going to be stunned as Ather trying to go for the big damage. Wall available for Wild Imp. Atherman, though, is actually just barraged by the army of imps as well as the Tyrant. So he actually, the bubble wouldn't last him long enough. He actually needed to find cover. He just getting barraged. Wild Imp does go for a big old port. Fear onto Ather. It's going to be Drain Life. That's going to be actually adaptation for Ather. Wild Imp needs to get himself some sort of healing right now. He needs something. He's not in a great spot. Atho isn't either, actually. Actually, both of them are so low. Wait, does Atho go down? Wild Imp summons some more pets. Interrupting Atho. Wait, could he be actually dead right here? Oh my god, it's so close. He's still silenced. Oh, do these pets have enough damage? Shield of Vengeance is going to keep him alive. Wow, that was actually so clutch. Atherman wasn't watching out himself too heavily. And Wild Imp's pet just kind of snuck up the damage on him. Does he have a Mortal Culture? Ather? He does with a stun right after. It's going to be a full Fear to follow. Atherman is just out in the open with more imps loaded up. Those imps will do quite a bit of damage though. Stun onto the pets with a Felguard stun. And that's going to be some healing for Ather while wings are up. Port available for Wild Imp. Ather needs some healing right now though. Fear yet again will drain life up for Wild Imp. Another Fear right after. He's just surviving, outliving this Paladin. This Paladin is in his best, the prime, while wings are up. A Wild Imp is just able to best him. Flash Cut is up, does have a Rebuke for it. Handle Dawn's coming out. Wait, who's it going to be? Whose damage is going to be? What is it going to be? Atherman does get stunned down real quick. Blessing of Protection. Wild Imp is going to drain life. Trying to get a Tyrant, barely any health. Those imps almost did the damage they needed. And the Hunter XD does get a interrupt onto Ather. Flesh Cup does give him enough shield to survive this. That was so clutch. That was actually the clutchest duel ever, dude. Clutchest duel I've ever seen. The clutch fest that was. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, man. Insane. Actually insane. The Hunter XD, Survival Hunter, trying to see if he can get himself a good position versus Athom. He needs to kind of cut him out, let the dot damage do work. He doesn't really want to ever get in melee with Athoman. He'd rather just let the dots do work, but as he gets in melee, the big proc from the Gavel of the Necrolord Covenant is just doing work. It's just doing the damage he needs it to do. Atho trying to see if he can get a setup stun again onto Hunter. Does have a trigger for it. Athoman finds himself super low. Shilevich is up if he needs to. Manning Bandage is up for the Hunter as Atho goes in for a flash of light. Muzzle available for the Hunter if he wants to do it. But he doesn't do it just yet. He doesn't do it just yet. Stun onto Atho. Shield of Vengeance not available. Ooh, unless he gets it off. He got it off in the last second. Might just want to go all in. Nope, playing it very defensive. The Hunter did not go for a harpoon or nothing. Probably should have, honestly. This way he needs to end the duel. Goes for a camo with a manning bed, and she's just trying to go for surviving Festus, and that's going to be after catching up on all the healing. 9 minutes, 10 minutes into this duel. 31% dampening. And I think he's just making it... I think Hunter could have just ended the game right there. I think giving Atham an opportunity. Look at the bubble cooldown. It's actually coming back very, very soon. I think he is in a safety. He's the guy that safety bubble. In case things go bad. Feign death real quick for Hunter. Stun. No trinket available. Does have the pet sack, but is that going to be enough though? That pet is going to take the big hitter. I think the pet stunned. And there goes the Hunter XD dying as Atham absorbs his soul. Chill. Spill. Is it chill's pill or chill spill, like spilled coffee? Big damage out of Atho versus Chili. Into a bubble immediately. And Chill just needs to survive this bubble long enough to maybe turn the damage attention around. Does have enough AMZ. Is that going to be enough for the holy damage though? Hodge by Atho does bust out of it. That's going to be Dragon rolling in. Stun to Atho. Does he have enough? Does anybody take Atho at all? Ledgeborn with some healing available. That's not high enough dampening. So it does allow Chillpill to get through and heal himself a bit. Interrupting Atham with a Fleshcraft after. Oh no, dude. Got himself that Chain of Ice for Atha. Trying to keep him at bay with Fleshcraft rolling. Atha got the gavel. But is that gavel going to be enough though? I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. Chain of Ice into Atha. Just trying to keep him the hell out of dodge, dude. Just running him around circles. How am I doing this with my mouse? That was actually so smooth for a second. I have such a long mouse pad. I could just do it for such a long while. Chill Pill getting the sounds of the Atho. Trickets out immediately. It's going to be death back for Chill with cooldowns rolling. Not enough health. Neither is Atho. Stun to Atho. I think it might be over. And I think Chill's Pill actually does end up eliminating Athaman with that obliterate at the end. Chain of Ice into Wargren immediately. Man, it's not even Chillpill's going old. This is just Chillpill's playing against Paladins. It's his hair turned gray, dude. It's just like, it's such a close game every single time. And messes up for Chill Spill. Does have the AoE Fear onto that pet, but the Eagles, they're not magic. They're all physical, and they go through him with Worgen taking them out. Well done, boys. Well done. Wow, Atha was just like a juggernaut, dude. Who was going to be able to eliminate him? It looked like nobody could. I think Wild Imp had a really, really clutch game with him. The Hunter was doing really well until he decided to go for a reset, and that reset ended up playing into the Paladin's favor. Because then the Paladin got to give himself a full reset. He just needs a stun, get a setup on you. You don't have a